NFTs back. Our NFTs back. Where are we at in this cycle, guys? What's up with Fractal? What's up with Sun Pump? And how about that big-ass alien punk sale? Hey, man. I don't think we're back. But I'll tell you what, shit's certainly cooking. Happy Monday to you guys. Let's get into it. Plenty to freaking talk about. Plenty. Tickle, good morning. Good to see you. And yeah, Lemon. Lemon, you're a laggard today, brother. Yeah. I'm getting tired of it at this point. By the way, I can't be the only one. I made a collage and I stopped after like 10 like low-hanging fruit tweets out there. I like Bold Leonidas. He gets a pass. Actually, they all get a pass. I get it. Bold Leonidas, awesome cartoons. Our NFT's back. It's everyone's tweeting about it. I tweeted about it. I'm being kind of a smartass with it. But everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody's trying to will this to be a thing right now. It ain't a thing, man. We're not back. This is just a spoiler. We're going to get into this here shortly. But let me save you a few bucks here. We're not back. We're not back. And by save a few bucks, I think we got lower to go. Not financial advice, of course. So we'll get to that in a minute. Couple quick headlines out there. Things catching my attention. Shaquille O'Neal under the gun here. This has been an ongoing lawsuit here regarding the sale of securities, Astral NFTs. Look, maybe I got to be careful here. So this kind of dabbles in what Pauly was talking about this week, and hope you guys caught that, by the way. So fucking cool. But dabbles in what Pauly was talking about. Actually, it was a tweet of his, tweeting that he thinks Yuga Labs 2025 SEC. Things are starting to ramp up. I'll tell you that. I don't think them being quiet here has meant that they're done. And I don't think that the fact that politicians are signaling this new pro-crypto-friendly stance means they're done. I can tell you it certainly doesn't mean that. And expect to see a lot more of this. This just caught me by surprise this morning. Again, out of sight, out of mind. I don't think about the SEC. And them still trying to take on this space. But here we go. So expect a lot more of that to come, guys. Sun Pump. Who knows about it? Who's in it? Who can tell me what the hell it is? Right? I heard of this recently, but apparently this is really starting to cook. This is over on the Tron blockchain. We're going to spend long on this too, guys. I just want to put it on your radar. If you've not heard of it, I'm assuming you have. All right, this is the hot topic this morning. Sun Pump. Comes from Justin Sun. Again, Tron blockchain. Super fucking interesting, guys. If you knew Pump.Fun, and I'll say this, if you missed Pump.Fun and you don't want to miss the next iteration of that, you're looking at it right here. Sun Pump. It's memes. Now, I don't know if it's fungible tokens. I'm assuming it's fungible tokens here. Maybe it's NFTs too. I don't know exactly, but memes, yeah, they look like fungible tokens actually as I look at them here. Man, do not underestimate that Telegram user base, and that is the user base of that Tron blockchain. Almost 1 billion people over there, guys. Hang on, like 500 mil? They partnered with Animoca recently, and it was either 1 billion cumulatively, right? Those two together, or it was like 1 billion just with Telegram itself. Like I don't quite remember. It doesn't matter at that degree. Like those kind of numbers, it doesn't matter. 500 mil. Like a 500 million strong user base is absolutely bonkers. I'm not going to ignore Sun Pump. I'm not. I don't know it well enough to explain it to you guys, to walk you through it, whatever, but I'm always putting stuff on your radar first, right? That's my goal here, is just to keep you updated and informed, and I'm not going to make shit up if I don't know it, right? So I'm not getting in depth with Sun Pump yet. All right, I'll do that when I know it. But be aware of Sun Pump. Start looking into it. Apparently shit's cooking there already. Ice Knife here. If you bridge to Tron, like I said, instead of listening to losers, saying I was probably being paid by Justin Sun, you would have been in the money. You would have been up. And he's probably right. Again, that ecosystem is absolutely cooking right now. Justin Sun predicting $1 billion token over there, which of course he would. It's his. But I'm not going to be shocked to see it. Anyway, keep your eyes on this, guys. I don't think that's something to be ignoring. Again, I ignored Pump.Fun early on, right? I too intimidated, didn't want to learn something new. It was like just happy, lazy content, which sucks. Stay active. Go explore the shit you don't know about. Go explore Sun Pump. I mean it. There's some really, really good opportunities over there. Assassin, I think that's it. By the way, good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you a ton lately, which it's all good. Don't worry. Nobody has to watch, and I know people are busy, but point there. Good to see you, man. But yes, Bridge, or I think you just buy natively over there, right? And Lambo, dude, abso-fucking-lutely. Not financial advice, obviously, guys, but I mean, common sense. Okay, more and more. I'm going to be talking about this specifically a lot, by the way. It's that conversation with Pauly. I'm not trying to milk that, right? I'm not. But talking to him really unlocked a few things for me. One being, I miss talking real. And even talking with him, I wasn't quite there, but I'm so excited to talk to that dude. The reason I don't go on other shows and I don't do a lot of talking with guests is, and I will have guests here, by the way, but man, I like the realness. I like being able to be super candid, and Pauly is that. He gets me in that mode. Again, like Pauly's super edgy, right? But super real. He gets me in that mode where I think I can be very, very real, honest about this space. So I'm going to be really honest about something like this. I'm in this space, on top of enjoying it. You know, I like the community meme. I've always been an online kind of dude, always. IRC, ICQ, AOL, chat rooms, news, message boards, you know, all that shit, always. And this is an extension of that. This is an evolution of all of that. But while we're here, you get to make money on the side. It's a cool little byproduct of everything happening here. And so I'm going to be really honest when I see stuff come up like this. Right? A Pump.Fun type platform over in an ecosystem with a user base like that. Dude, I'm not going to miss that again. This is one of those really obvious fucking things. So, again, put that on your radar for that reason alone. Nothing else. Fru, good to see you, man. Great to see you. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Guys, probably the biggest story here in the past, actually, it's not even 24 hours, probably not even 12 hours. A giant CryptoPunk sale. Maybe, supposedly, the buyer right here, Vombatis. I don't know. This could be a shit post. It really could be. But man, big ass alien punk. This one last sold a few years ago, guys. Almost $24 million. Right? That is an iconic punk. That is, I believe, the top CryptoPunk sale ever. So he's traded hands again here. I'm with Pranksy. I don't know if the guy's legit. I'm thinking not. I'm thinking not, because he tweeted he got this for 1,500 ETH, which is, help me math, guys. What's ETH at? Well, let's peek. ETH at 2,500. I literally can't math in my head right now, so calculator. 2,500. 3.7 million bucks. So this guy potentially lost, the seller potentially lost 20 million bucks on that sale. I'm not sure if I buy that, but if it was 1,500 ETH, it was probably 1,500 ETH and then, you know, some NFTs traded. And the pretty much means whatever he traded must have been on like house money, right? Profits, whatever. He's not out that. I look at some of my stuff like that, my trades, right? If I buy something with something I sold, but that I bought that item with basically free money, I value it different. I don't consider it being out of pocket anything. So maybe he's doing that, because 1,500 ETH doesn't make a ton of sense. At the same time, NFTs are different now. NFTs are different, and it's going to be probably years before we ever see. God, I'm trying to be really careful with this. It might be years before we see the value come back like we saw last cycle. I do think it's coming, but I'm not convinced that's this cycle. I am still convinced we're going to get a giga pump this cycle, though. I do think that. I do think NFTs are going to cook this time around. I just don't know if we get that pudgies to 200 ETH, that type of action. I don't know if we get that this time around. That happens with new users, and I just don't know if we're getting that. Maybe, though. Here's that punk. Last time it sold 2 years ago, 8,000 ETH, 23.2 million bucks. So the last few, though, 16.3 million, 16 million, 12.4 million. These 3 alien punks sold this year, all for 4,000 plus ETH. If this one actually sold for 1,500, again, that's a steep discount. That is basically free. I don't buy it. Good morning, Mike. So yeah, I don't know. Also, don't care. That's a long-term investment. It's a cool, iconic piece of that collection. Very few things in this space do I consider historic. But CryptoPunks, yeah. Few ones. No, kidding. Half kidding. Yeah, you can't argue. CryptoPunks are historic. They are. So GG's to the seller, to the buyer, whether you took a loss, whatever. GG's pretty. It's a milestone event for 2024. So great to see that making news. It is news. But man, that does bring us back to the conversation. Are NFTs back? It does. Let's peek at crypto. We'll get to that in a quick second here. Bitcoin, 58. ETH, 2,500. Actually, just refreshed. We're up a little bit here. At least climbing back. Oh, anybody have any idea why the market's down this morning? I should probably know that. I don't. Again, I'm not going to bullshit you here. I don't know. Solana, 142. I'm not going to bother. Shit. No, let's do it. I was going to say not going to bother looking at meme coins, but that was just to save some of you guys some heartache. I have very light bags. I do have bags now, finally, right? As crypto's been down, I've been buying some Nero, Ginin, whatever. My bags are light. When shit's down, it doesn't really affect me here. In fact, I'll be adding to this stuff. But yeah, I can see why. Some of my pals are maybe not feeling so great today. Man, Doge down to $14.5 billion market cap. Interesting. You know what I'm looking for, though? I'm looking for SCF. I'm looking for Nero. Here's Nero, 136 million. Wow. I bought my bag around 215, 220. I'm down, what? A lot? 40%? Am I mathing right? Something like 40%? Yikes. What else we got? Okay, SCF. Let's find that. I know SCF is pretty damn low, and I'm telling you, man, I still think SCF is I think it's different. And I told you with that one as well. I'm waiting to buy my bag of SCF. I am. $27 million market cap. I'm waiting on SCF still till I see the market correcting, till I find some stability in the macro crypto markets. But Pepe Fork. I never know which of Polly's shtick is bullshit or what's real, right? I don't know if Pepe Fork is actually his coin. It might be. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. I'm really curious. But that might be Polly's token. Smoking chicken fish. I'm keeping my eye on it. When I say it's different, there's something with their engagement. There's something with the people they got in. It's those content creators. It's Rasmer making content about it. There's something different with smoking chicken fish. I will still be getting a bag. If I change my mind on that, I will definitely let you know. Again, always. But there's something I really, really like about that one. And I'll definitely get in there. Okay. Quick peek at the NFT market, and then it's right to Are NFTs Dead? Guys, I can't wait. The crypto cycle, Fractal Bitcoin. I'm going to have to apply some time management today because we do have a lot to get to here. We do. Nothing really stands out to me here other than CryptoPunks, guys. Beyond that big-ass sale, a lot of CryptoPunks here moving. A lot. Now, this could go one of two ways, right? This morning on Inside NFT is speculating that maybe there's a little insider info, right? We've seen the Bored Ape floor price pumping here the past week. I wonder why, right? I don't know. I mean, no accusations. I'm just saying we definitely see that collection move sometimes when there's news to come. So are we seeing that maybe here with CryptoPunks owned by Yuga Labs? Or I've also heard that looking into loans on CryptoPunks, there's some, how do I want to say it? Maybe unfavorable conditions coming up here soon. So it's actually people dumping their punks. It's not people really buying them because they're excited for something. It's people dumping them because they're a little bearish on what's coming for CryptoPunks. So that's super interesting, and it's something worth considering. A lot of sales doesn't equal good news all the time, right? And this is a reason I try to be, well, actually, it's a good opportunity to remind you guys. It's why I say measuring in sales volume is, I think, the best way to measure NFTs at the collection level. But again, high volume doesn't equal positive news, bullish sentiment, anything like that. It could indicate the opposite. So you got to combine that with value. It's why I use the Forecast 500 index. And that's what we're going to focus on here as we get into Are We Back? So looking forward to that. Again, quick second here. Let's go over the numbers here in the past week. We did the daily numbers. I can review them here with you. 12 million in sales yesterday. Pretty typical. In fact, actually what's atypical is Sunday being up, right? Normally Sunday is usually the lowest day of the week. Not yesterday. Not super rare, but it is an exception usually. So interesting to see that maybe. Maybe that's a little indicator that sentiment is changing, maybe. But taking a look at weekly sales, and I think that's our big takeaway for the week. Lowest week of sales here this year, easily. 79 million in sales. It is cross-chain sales, by the way, guys. Sellers down, buyers down, transactions down. It's just across the board. Volume way, way down. Activity, participation, all way, way down last week. Trade profits actually up, guys. That I love to see. So yes, still negative trade profits, but 6.3 mil as opposed to last week, over 11 million in the negative. So this is our best week of trade profits here in 3 weeks. We'll take it, looking for any kind of silver lining. And I'll tell you this. Really, the silver lining is the sentiment out there. The sentiment's great. It is Poly. Okay, so the Pepe Fork token is Poly's. Good shit. Again, that guy's everywhere. By the way, do you know, okay, Poly had always tweeted that he helped create ApeCoin. Is that true? And it might be because I know they hired a company, right? There was a company outside of the United States that made ApeCoin, and they basically gave it to whatever. It's such a convoluted ecosystem, I don't know, right? But Poly always said he worked for that group, or he facilitated that connection there with ApeCoin. So he's always claimed he's created ApeCoin. I don't know. It might actually be true. It might. I'm curious. That was a question I meant to ask him over the weekend. It just didn't fit in. And again, there's no prep for that. That came together, guys, within like a 30-minute window. It just happened, which was cool. I do want to get into that stuff maybe tomorrow and talk about that legal proceeding, that case. I mean, Poly filled in some really awesome details behind the scenes, and I do want to share that stuff. For now, let's stay on topic here. Again, 79 million in sales. Lowest of 2024 again. Also, checking here, the lowest since, here we go, the last week of October. Okay, so if you want some perspective, how does this week rank historically? It's not great. With that said, October is when we really started ramping back up. October, you felt the vibe starting to come back to NFTs. And, oh man, a completely different story the end of October than it was the beginning of October, which was the bottom, the absolute bottom of that deep, dark bear market. That was brutal. That was, right? That was a really, really difficult few-week stretch there. Right? At the bottom, 55, about 56 mil in sales. By the end of October, 86 mil. So that's right about where we're at now. Oh, actually, hang on. 79 mil. Let me just double check. I want to see exactly where we line up. Yeah, since mid-October. I think that's fine. So on par with that, if I can fit it on the screen, I just want to peek at buyers, sellers. I'm looking at, taking all those numbers and try to process it, right? I'm looking at buyers, sellers, and seeing how active are we, how engaged are people now compared to when sentiment was just terrible. Okay, so let me, I'm taking a screenshot so I can compare on my side here. Again, I don't know if people care about this stuff. I do. It helps me get a good feel for this market. Okay, sellers right now, 141,000. Back in October, it was 153,000. If I said buyers, I meant sellers. And with buyers, 243,000. Back then, 193,000. Okay, so sales on par with the third week of October, but sellers lower, buyers higher. That's a ratio I like to see. That's, again, those numbers moving in the right direction. More buyers, less sellers, right? That's the magic. That's where the magic happens. Total transactions actually less this week than back in October. So I dig it. I dig it. Let me just peek one. Let's see. Average sale price, trade profits. So $48 and 6.3 mil. Okay. Similar there. And trade profits a little better. Again, just to have something to compare to so you get a feel for where we're at here. I'll take it, man. I feel like NFTs are in a good spot. I also still think, guys, that things are going lower here over the next few weeks. Lower, slower, all of that. I think that's the case, again, until we get to rate cuts in September. We get to October, which is happening, guys. Man, you better not doubt that they're going to have this market cooking. Absolutely fucking cooking heading into the election. This stuff's going to be on fire. Dude, October, November might be the best short period we've had in years and years and years. They want you euphoric heading into the election. Like the good times like you haven't seen in a long time, maybe a decade plus, right? They want you feeling like that to get your vote. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, nothing will convince me that that's not the way it's going to play out. I'm sure of it. Okay, now what I really am looking at, guys, when everybody's talking, again, like this, like you've been seeing all over the timeline, are NFTs back? Again, fuck no, they're not back. No, fuck no. And I don't need to go to Magic Eden and look at floor prices. I like that. But that doesn't tell me, right? Somebody replied to this. Blue chips are. No, he's wrong. He's kind of wrong. Some blue chips are. Some. If I scroll down here, you're going to see a completely different story here. Some are up. Pudgy Penguins. CryptoPunks. Mutants. Azuki. It's the big dogs. Actually, maybe I'll give him a little credit. If you want to call those blue chips, cool. There's very few of them. There's very, very fucking few of them. So I don't go by floor price for something like this. Is the market back? Because it can just be 10 collections, and 10 collections should not represent the entire NFT market. It shouldn't. I use this, and I use it because it works, because it's a perfect temperature check for the NFT ecosystem. It is. The Crypto Slam 500 index, guys, measures the top 500 collections, and it is across blockchains. And it can't be new collections. They got to be 6 months old or older to qualify for this. And it's measuring the USD value, right? There's other parts of the formula too. It's not just the value. It's also volume. It's also a couple other things. But this is what I look at. Again, I don't give a shit if the blue chips are back. I'm not in the blue chips. How's the overall market? Well, you see it here. Past day. Let me refresh. Past day, it's down. Past week, it's down. I'll tell you what, though. Down 2.5% is not bad. It's actually one of the best performing weeks in a bit. One of the best performing weeks of the year, believe it or not, because it's almost always, I'll show you this, man. I'll show you the year to date, and I'll show you the all-time view. The NFT market is almost always a straight shot down. It is. Here you go. Soon Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to be in here, right? That ecosystem's getting spicy. Like that ecosystem's too important to not have counted in there. This is the NFT market, guys, starting back in 2022. Year to date, beginning of this year, obviously. Little periods, look at this. Little periods where we're actually up. And you'll get those in a 1 week little spurt, maybe two. You never see it extend beyond that, even when things are cooking. Even when the market is actually hot, you rarely see it go up. Why do you think that is, guys? I'm curious. I'm going to give you a second to answer. I'm curious why you think we don't see the top 500 collections usually go up. Yeah, Lemon, we'll have that. Lemon, we'll absolutely have a Bitcoin 500. Yes. All kinds of indexes. We'd announced last year, I believe it was, an index in a partnership with Sandbox, like a metaverse index. Right? All kinds of indexes. All kinds. We have all the data. And I don't have to remind you, but I like to. We don't just have NFT data, right? It's not just ERC 721s and 1155s and whatever other token standards, right? We have all the data on the blockchain. Everything. And in real time. It's what we have that nobody else does. It's real-time data. Okay. I want to see if anybody got it. And that would be awesome, by the way. Yeah, I would love an index like that, too. An index of the indexes. Dude, yes. Okay. The reason this goes down even when things are hot, right? February was pretty damn hot. Even the beginning of February, it went down. Mid to late February, also really hot. It was basically flat. Reason why, when things are hot, people still sell their NFTs to go buy the new mint. So when we're in a bull run, usually the index goes down. In fact, it goes down steeply in a bull run. People dump their NFTs because they want to mint the new thing. That is what it is, and you guys know it because you do it. I do it. So I don't have any blue chips. If I ever had blue chips, I've sold them, as most people have. This is my temperature check to see if people are buying those top 500 collections, because that shows real value coming in. That value is not going to come into a shit coin that's new. If there's ever belief in this ecosystem again, that belief comes in those top collections first, right? It is those big dogs. It is those blue chips. The value comes there. And when Pudgy Penguins are out of reach and Bored Apes out of reach and Punks are out of reach, it's the next rank down, right? It's the next level down, and those will catch a bid. If and when that happens, you see this go up. You see the index up. And I'll tell you, man, it's clearly not there right now. Right? Clearly not there right now. So no, NFTs are not back. Still, with that said, I showed you 7 days and being down 2.5%. Not bad. Again, it's one of the better weeks of the year. And also, this will clean up itself, right? This is an indicator, usually a low volume. But 2.5% in a 7-day period ain't bad at all. Normally, we see a 5, 6, 7% decline in a week. It is that drastic. That is the amount of value these things lose on a weekly basis. It's absolutely crazy. People need to get in the habit of checking this often. Like, this is my first stop of the day. It's boom. It's here. It's the leaderboards on CryptoSlam. And it's Magic Eden looking at floor prices. But in that order, guys. And it works. All right. Now, the check that... Oh, this is actually kind of significant. As Gary Vee says, as anybody with a brain here in the space said, 99% of NFTs are going to zero. Well, we're not quite there yet, guys, but 96% of the value is gone from NFTs. This is from the peak of the market, mind you, okay? So you got to be aware of the starting point. January 2022, look at that. 3.9% is all that remains to go. This thing has fallen 96.10%. That is fucking bonkers, guys. Absolutely freaking bonkers. That is all the value evaporated from NFTs. And I believe this will change. I do, guys. I really do. But again, are we back? Hell no. Watch this. Watch the 1 day. Watch the 7 days. I think that's all that matters right now. And when you see this turnaround, yes, start saying we're back. So there you go. Check that index out, cryptoslam.io/ what is it, indexes. There's a few others, guys, if you want to dial that into the blockchain level. Oh, shit. Okay, well, don't go there. You can just go to cryptoslam.io. There's an Ethereum NFT index. There's a Solana NFT index. Actually, that's kind of worth peeking at. Let's do that real quick. And I'm going to get to, again, if NFTs aren't back, how about the crypto market? And where are we at on this cycle, man? It may be over sooner than we think. It may be. I'm not so sure. All right, so the Ethereum NFT ecosystem. Now, there you go, guys. That's what you want to see, and that's important. Okay, the overall cross-chain ecosystem is not up. It's not back, but the Ethereum NFT ecosystem sure as hell looks like it is. All right, let's spot check the others, then we'll come back. Solana up a tiny, tiny bit. That's good. I mean, hey, if it's not red, good. Oh, God. Oh, God, move on. Hang on. No, I'm so sorry, guys. There should be, hang on. There should be a Cardano index too, although maybe not anymore. Maybe not anymore. Guys, the Ethereum NFT ecosystem is actually up almost 2%. You, go ahead. You can say it. You can say it. I'm not going to say it because that's not enough. I don't want to see just 7 days being up, especially looking at that dumping that happened in the past month. There you go. Again, you just got to keep digging and digging. Actually, no, hang on, guys. I will save you the time. It's the whole fucking point of this show. I'll do the digging. I'll show it to you. There we go. Easier that way. All right. The ETH NFT ecosystem down over 13% here. That's in the past month. Again, if you're looking at the past week, yeah, absolutely, you cannot deny it. NFT's looking really, really solid here. I want to see that go on for another week or 2 or 3. I want to see that continue for a bit to know we're actually back. Again, I don't know what actually back means anymore. Right? Is back a month or 2 of price go up? Yeah. I'll tell you this. NFTs being back, I don't think I'll say NFTs are officially back until it's brand new mints. Mint season is what I consider back because that's kind of the substance of the space. And yeah, truthfully, it ain't much. But when it's new collections on the top of the collection rankings, right? When we look at the top 10 collections and half of them are brand new collections you never heard of before, that's when we're back, right? That's when all the scammy shit, no offense, but that's when the scammy shit comes out and the quick mint project that's dead in a couple weeks. That's when that stuff comes out. That's when we're back, right? That's what we mean by back. When are we making money in this space? Well, yeah, when you see new collections. To that point, guys, pretty sure Flower Farm, RG, and Nexus will peak, but I'm pretty sure those are some of those money laundering collections. It's an easy way to check, too, and I'm going to do it here. And at this point, I think you guys have gotten pretty damn good at identifying those. We're going to check OpenSea. And if we see in the description, hold X number of NFTs, earn USDT, well, there you have it. Now, this one, the Flower Girl one, I don't know. Or Flower Fam. I don't know. There's no description. And they do have an X account with nothing on it. Oh, okay, hang on. This is interesting. This actually could be real. All right, they link to OKX. It's a new account. Interesting. Maybe it's real. Maybe this has got like a big. Maybe they got a lot of buyers in China or something. It's possible. I'm not going to say that one right off the bat is money laundering. I don't actually know with that one. But let's go down the list. Let me peek at RG. And I hate to be skeptical so quick on these things, man, but I see so much of them. Yeah, this might be legit too. Hey, man, if there's some legit shit cooking on Polygon, great. I'm not kidding when I say I'm rooting for everybody, man. I am. I don't care if I'm in it or winning or I don't care. I do want to see people do well. Yeah, no, this one's legit. I remember this one, that arcade token. Yeah, so that's real. Okay, I think we're seeing some good real shit over on Polygon. I love that. Okay, that's an indicator. That's a sign. Those aren't new, just so you know. Flower Fam is new. The other ones aren't new, but keep an eye on that, and I will tell you this. A lot of new collections minting over on Solana. So worth knowing that. Solana, again, if you're here to make money, you definitely need to be looking at and moving over in the Solana ecosystem. So keep an eye on that, guys. Okay? All right, let's talk. I was about to go down the ETF rabbit hole. I'm going to save that. Guys. We will have Nate on. Yeah, guys, Nate's coming on this show this week, next week. I don't know. We're firming up a date, but Nate's going to be on. Oscar Ramos will be on too. Paul Dubé. 3 guys in the House of Slam. They're coming on the show, which I can't fucking wait. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you, Lemon. Lemon doing the Lord's work here. So they look scammy. Okay. Yeah, when I see like one seller, tricky thing, again, you just got to dig a little deeper. RG and Nexus, okay, these could be primary sales. Again, without having looked at the dollar amount of those sales. Let me peek. Yeah, those look a little. Surface level, they look a little sus with that price point. Yeah. The other thing that can happen too, guys, and why you do have to actually dig a little deeper, one seller with that much, you're instantly thinking, Super sus. If it's an on-chain sale and it's a marketplace address, right, that on-chain is the seller, it's going to look like it's coming from one person. And when, again, in reality, it could be a marketplace contract. Might be sus, though. So, yeah, Lemon, appreciate you mentioning that. Okay. Crypto market, how much time we got? We got a bit, man. We got like 25-ish minutes. Again, I want to hit Fractal. If anybody has contacts at Fractal, by the way, would love to get connected with them. Like, would love to get them on the show here. But otherwise, I did want to touch on Fractal today. I think I'll save that till the end. By the way, quick point. Right, when we're talking about all those sales and me wondering if there's, insider trading in that Yuga ecosystem, there are some genuine collectors that are getting in that ecosystem. There are. Right? Some people really want to get in that community and taking that opportunity to get in while they think the price might be down. And honestly, a lot of that is very legit sales. Hey, at the right price, I'm in. Right? The right price, I'm in the Yuga ecosystem. Not opposed to that. I've only grown to like them, honestly, over the past year. Right? I've done a 180 on those guys. I just like people building. I say that loosely because they've not built much. But I like seeing people try and work and figure shit out live. Right? I don't think those guys went into this with any kind of idea that they were building a business, right? They were having fun. They minted an NFT collection. Like, perfect fucking storm to get them where they're at now. And, unfortunately right now it's turned into a storm for them the past few years. I think they're in the right direction at this point. Like everyone else, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Yuga guys. All right, what the fuck? I have some links here, and I think I deleted them. So we'll wing this part. Are we back? Hang on. No, I got to go through my bookmarks. That's some bullshit, though. I'll tell you what. I'll get you warmed up with this one. I don't know, man. It's a good-looking indicator for me. Well, okay, I could read that both ways, but 75% of Bitcoin has not moved in the past 6 months. I mean, diamond handers, but I'm scared for the moment that changes. Again, right now, great. Some strength. That changes, man. What I had saved was there's a few things. One, global liquidity. Kook is fucking awesome, by the way, guys. Follow that guy. Great fucking alpha. Late. You're getting it late, right? You're getting it late from him. But with Kook, you're getting it earlier than your B-tier influencers, right? So, you stand a chance. Just know he's dumping on your head. But to his point here, global liquidity, man, the market doesn't move unless this is up. And that heading up, good. It's literally that simple, guys. Hang on. I think I'm finding all my shit here. I can't believe I deleted all that. Dude, sometimes okay, hours of prep goes into every show, every single show. Believe it or not, I mean, it does. The morning show, and then this one, and each of them take a couple hours. It does. And then the afternoon show, which, by the way, anybody new here, that's how it goes. Morning show over on Inside NFTs. Second morning show right here, and then afternoon show also here with Henry the Grape from the Cyberkongs, my younger brother, and my friend Joe, formerly of V Friends. Yeah, go back to the diamond handers. There we go. All right, so people diamond handing this, they're Bitcoins. They're fucking Bitcoins. I love it. Great. A lot of people have a lot of conviction. Not a surprise to anybody. Man, I want to see if that conviction, I want to see if that plays out when the FTX credits start going out there. $13 billion. $13 fucking billion. Let's see how strong that conviction is, right? When they get crypto back from FTX, we don't know yet still if it's crypto or cash, but when these guys get crypto back, how's their conviction then? Right? Are they going to dump? Are they going to dump and lock in some profits? Or do they still believe in it so fucking much at that point that Bitcoin, at that point, by the way, guys, October, November, December, when Bitcoin, I think, is going to be around 100K. Maybe. They still a believer? So we'll see. Now, if they get cash back, right? If there's $13 million in cash that's going out to creditors from FTX, right? Look the fuck out. Look the fuck out. I couldn't be more bullish and more excited about this space given that. If that's the scenario that plays out, right? We saw when Germany dumped their Bitcoin, a few $billion bucks. We saw how that affected the market. Part of what we're seeing, guys, right now, believe it or not, I believe it. I believe this is still the Mt. Gox Bitcoin that over the past couple of weeks is being sent out, and they still got a few billion to go, by the way. But the Mt. Gox Bitcoin has been sent out to certain exchanges to be distributed to their creditors. And some of that's being sold, I'm sure of it. So be ready for that. But also be ready for FTX, which might have the opposite effect. That might be a multi-billion-dollar stimulus here for crypto. I mean it, guys. That's going in the hand of people who already buy crypto, invest in crypto, love crypto. Yeah, let's put $12 billion bucks in their hands. Pretty happy about that, guys. Shut up, Lemon. Afternoon show after the morning show, you say? Every fucking day. All right. Okay, long-term Bitcoin. This is from 2021, so I'm looking for a new chart of this, by the way. You know what we're doing right now? We're prepping. We're prepping our TA. I'm not going to pull up TradingView. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I won't do it. I won't do it. Oh, hang on. Vrew, I want to see your points here. I think I like what you're saying. Yeah, if the market has to dump, it has to dump now. This is the time. And I'll tell you what, those ETFs have saved our ass. In fact, I think a lot of people have taken the opportunity to dump their Bitcoin now where there's so much more liquidity in the space. I say this often. Those ETFs are very similar to Blur's impact on NFTs, right? Extra liquidity, extra volume. It keeps us afloat, keeps us from dumping too much, and it keeps us from going up too much. Exactly what we've been seeing and living through here the past couple months. A lot to do with those ETFs. Next 2 to 3 months seem giga bullish, dude. Again, I still think highly manipulated traditional market. They're going to have this economy absolutely cooking heading into November. Again, I said at the beginning, rate cuts in September. Probably some pro-crypto policies coming September, October. It's going to be an incredibly bullish November and December. I think we got just an awesome rest of this year to come. I think. I am still expecting shit. Yeah. I'm expecting more from... God, I don't even know what I want to say here. Well, I do. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. You'll see. Dude, no pork yet. No. I'm not opposed. I am not anti-pork. I just don't trade meme coins much at all. I don't want to have to pay attention to it. You know what I mean? It's just another thing I got to think about, and I just truthfully don't have the time to be a proper degen, and I feel like pork, maybe I need that. I know Paulie said he's cooking something new, so maybe now's the perfect time to get it. Yeah, maybe I got to look at that. Love it, Lemon. Yeah, good luck on that. I won't pull up TradingView just for you, man. No, I'm like Jewish in name only, man. I eat pork. I don't mind it. Growing up, we didn't eat pork, but yeah, I don't follow any of the, kind of traditional Jewish stuff anymore. Nah, bring on the pork, bring on the lobster, all that good stuff. Hang on, there was a really good tweet here. I think. Okay, I lied. Let me be honest with you guys. I said I had this really great tweet. I didn't even read it. I looked at him like, he sounds smart. He might not be. Let's check it out. Okay, these statements are wrong. We are yet to see a bull run, and the bull run is over. I'll show you guys what even triggered this whole thing. Let me show you what triggered this whole thing. What even got me thinking about where we're at in this cycle here? One very, very specific tweet. Of course, I deleted that too. Yep. I'm going to find it. We're not continuing on until I find it. You'll know why in a second. It's not like some deeply insightful reason to. It's I'm looking for an excuse to play a certain song. It's probably a good enough hint, right? All right, almost there. Okay, here we go. This is the tweet that got me on the where we're at in the cycle. Got me at in that mode. Dude, Lemon, did I tell you I blocked Beanie? I didn't even fucking remember doing it. I think I did it as a joke. I'm like, why the fuck haven't I seen Beanie tweets in forever? Somebody had screenshotted one of his tweets. And, again, it got me thinking. I'm like, where the fuck has Beanie been? Check his account. He's blocked. I got, like, fucking, like, rattled from, like, why the fuck is he blocked? Someone's got access to my account. No, I remember doing it on the show, like, as a joke. I just forgot to unblock it. So, anyway. People act like the crypto bull cycle just started. In reality, it's been nearly a year. Prices really started moving sharply last October, yes. October. We hit mania in March, yes. Yeah, nice. Dude, he's so fucking right. 5 months generational wealth. Dude, if you are going to really win this cycle, when I talked about that deep, dark bear market, you were buying then, and I wasn't one of those guys. Right? I did not set myself up. I was not liquid at all. Hard lesson, guys, because I feel like I missed it. Although, I like this song. Although I feel like the peak is really still to come. Right? And I think Beanie agrees with that too. But make no mistake, what we're seeing right now is part of the bull market. It is. All right, let's get back to that smart guy. Because as far as what part of the bull market, that's what we got to figure out. Right? If we still want to make money in this market, let's figure out where we're at. Let's actually play it smartly. Big X factor is crypto policies, right? Right? The election is the biggest X factor, period. And we're still with that idea in mind that this is the most volatile period we've ever seen in crypto, right? Still with that in mind. Because pro-crypto policy is the most bullish thing I can think of for the space. Trump winning is the most bullish thing I can think of in the space. If Kamala wins and she's pro-crypto, I'm not sure she's going to be. But that's bullish for the space if she's pro-crypto. Okay. All right, we're somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I agree there. I feel like 2020 was the middle of last cycle to a degree. I got to look at the charts, and I just don't want to do that to you. Okay. Bear market bottom in 2022, FTX, right? I got to assume that was November 2022. Again, I'm not pulling up the chart. That's what we're looking for. 2021, 2022. Okay. Excuse me. 22. What I was looking for, guys, without even picturing the years and the cycles, 2020. That is exactly what right now feels like. We said that a bunch here. You see people out on X saying the same thing. This feels like 2020. It does. It's even moving similarly. I mean, I guess as each of these parts of the cycles do. But yeah, still to come, and it feels like it's not far off here, guys. You know what? I don't even want to say this term because now I get, you know when people say the same term and everybody fucking says it at the end of the day, is the one that really fucking drives me nuts. It's Banana Zone. I fucking hate it now. Love Raoul Pal. Like, he's fucking awesome. But I can't stand Banana Zone now because, like, everybody says it. Yeah, it drives me nuts. So I don't want to say that, but what's coming looks like exactly what's come each of the last 3 cycles. I can't see a scenario where that does not happen. So yeah, we are clearly, I think, pretty deep into this cycle. And I'm probably safe to say we're in the back half of it. I also think, guys, there's a point. There's a point, and I don't know if I can do this justice as far as explain exactly what I mean here. Other than I'll just say it. I don't give a shit. There's a point where we reach a whole new phase, a point of no return, a point where the masses actually come in a way we've never seen before. Maybe other than something like this. Maybe something that felt like 2021 NFTs. But like that mass adoption event where everybody fucking comes in. I don't know if that's this cycle, guys. I don't know. But it also gets me wondering if we get pro-crypto regulations and we pull back and have a bear market, and the bear market's not so bad because of those ETFs, and all the while over a year or two, products get really good. They get really good. They get really easy to use, right? Your normie friends start getting into this space because it's just a click. They've had time to let crypto and NFTs marinate, so they get it a little more. Right? The younger generation is old enough to make their own wallets, have their own bank accounts, right? People like my kids, 17, 13, and 12. Well, in 2 years, one of my kids is going to be old enough to do this. He's basically there now. But, right, easier tools to use. The names are so fucking common. Everybody, the young generation comes in and they know it. They get it. But again, the whole training their whole lives in Roblox and Fortnite, that comes to fruition. And that's not far off, guys. That's in a couple years. And right, I don't see people talking about that. That is actually a really important point. It was, as shitty as it sounds, that was a big selling point for crypto. And again, NFTs just a few years ago, right? When I came in right in this window here, we're the fucking normies, by the way, guys. We came in here. I did. I'll speak for myself. I came in here. Roblox, Fortnite was a big selling point. Understanding that is what this space likely evolves into. Those kids that we were talking about then, right? Those kids who've been doing this their whole lives, they're going to come in, they're going to be trading, they know this stuff. Holy shit. I think they come in not here. They're going to come in this next cycle here. They come in here, and that's why I don't know if this next bear market is anything like prior bear markets. Again, the ETF volume and a new class of users, millions upon millions of those kids, right? And I see it, guys. I see it. Like I said, I don't know if I can explain this in a way that does it justice, but that is the influx of users coming into this space. It's not convincing your grandma and your significant others. It's not convincing the boomers like me, right? My peers. It's not them. It's that young generation that we, be honest, we wanted to dump our bags on, right? It is exactly what people want to do. It's why I always wanted to make some kind of platform for kids to steer them in this space responsibly and help them not get dumped on. But that generation, guys, is coming in the next bear market. I believe that. Right? 12, 13, 14-year-olds, let's say 6 years out from, hang on, let's do some math here. 2026, hang on, let's do some math. 25, 26, 27. 2026, 2027. 6 to 7 years after when I came in this space. Yeah. That means 11 and 12-year-olds, when kids who are 11 and 12 when I came in this space are going to be 18 in this time frame. The next bear market is when that generation may start coming in, guys. That's your new user base. That bear market might not be, right? We keep looking at history to see what things are going to, how it's going to play out. It's not going to be the same. At some point, again, we reach this point of no return where this doesn't just turn into this cyclical thing, right? The infrastructure's built. The new tomorrow is here. I don't mean to sound cringy and fucking using these terms like that are so generic about this space, right? Like, people have romanticized this space in a really, really disgusting way, but all that stuff, it's based in reality, right? We just got it twisted over the years. We just got it twisted because people are greedy. Me too. But it's based in reality that there is a new way to do absolutely fucking everything. Just focus on gaming if you want. Those skins, that massive multi-billion-dollar a year industry, those fucking people in 6 years from when I came in, that's the bear market. I think, guys, I think that's possible. Don't underestimate, guys, what happens to this space if one game like Grand Theft Auto integrates crypto, blockchain, NFTs. Don't underestimate that. And I've heard actually from somebody who watches this show that he played in a Grand Theft Auto 6 beta. It was some kind of closed alpha or beta, and he said they do have crypto in it. At least they were playing with it then. And he said it's not traditional crypto, but it is blockchain something, dude. They had their stock market. I wouldn't be shocked to see them having their own little private blockchain, their own private ledger, right? With its own token that can be swapped somewhere. I'm not going to be shocked to see that, guys. And that's coming next year, guys. Grand Theft Auto next year. Guys, that might be, I'm telling you, this is something I got to let marinate more because I see it. I feel it. I need to come up with some more, maybe some data points to back this up. But again, I think those kids that I had in mind, my own kids too, just being like my own kids too, I think are going to be in this space. Those kids really start coming in here. And if not here, guys, the next bull run especially, man, 2028, that means those 10-year-olds are in the next bull market. Come on, guys. The next run, this is actually good to chew on because this gives me a little more perspective. This run coming up here, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But this might not be that super cycle. The super cycle might be the time after. It really might be, guys. Got to chew on this. There's something there. Yeah, you come a long way, Cats. You were, you were the normiest of normies. Dude, Cats, you were like one of the most impressive guys in this space at this point, as far as like transitioning from, if you call yourself normie, transitioning from normie to pretty cold, calculated trader, so. Good shit. Anyway, guys, that I'm going to stick on that. I'm going to keep that in my brain. I'm going to keep letting that marinate. I do think there's something there. I really do. That generation flocks to this space. Got to stop thinking about onboarding, like the older people, convincing them, evangelizing them. Don't give a shit. The kids get it. Right? Henry talks a lot about his daughter. His oldest daughter, she's in crypto. She just turned 18, right? She's in the cyberkongs. She's interested in this shit. They all will be. Oh, man, we didn't get to Fractal. I'm going to save it because I can't do it justice in, a few minutes here. So I'll save Fractal. Again, if anybody has contacts with Fractal, would love to talk to them. Would love it. Want them on the show. Fractal is going to be a big deal, guys, and maybe we'll just end on this. So Fractal, it's a scaling solution on Bitcoin. It takes Bitcoin Core, and I think it fragments it out. I don't know if it rolls up transactions that are done on all these other, I don't even know if they're called L2s. Again, I want them to explain this stuff. And I do have a breakdown of it. I just, again, want the time to do it justice. But the only thing I need to show you here, only thing that matters right now is what do people think? How are people prepping for it? Domo Ducks, rumored to be getting a Fractal meme coin, right? I think, this is a total guess. I think that Fractal ecosystem is going to have its own token standard, right? So not BRC20, not Rune, but its own. And there are rumors that Domo Ducks are getting in on that. They'll be one of the earliest, if not the first, but let's just say earliest new Fractal fungible tokens. Up 243%. And these Domo Ducks, which I guess they're recursive, right? They tie into that collection, but, speculation that they may be getting that drop too. Those are up damn near 400%, I think. Putting that on your radar so people are watching fractals, as you should be. So we'll be doing that here. Definitely going to cover fractals more. We'll get more in depth with it for sure. I believe this, actually, Vru, that's an awesome point. I think most of the millionaires, I would love to see an age breakdown, but I think most of the millionaires are below 25. That is fucking wild if true. Because I'm telling you, that's the generation that more and more comes in here. And I bet you a lot of them are here already. So there are younger brothers, sisters coming in too. Honestly, I think that influx of users, man, I don't care if you time it with the bear market, the next cycle, or you time it with next bull run. Not talking 25. I'm talking next time around, right? 26 and beyond. I think those users come in here, man, in a special kind of way. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll end it there. Man, thank you so much for hanging. Always a pleasure. Always a great time hanging together, guys. I meant to say it at the beginning. As I get more guests on here, it reminded me of why I don't and why I don't have a co-host. Guys, I very much look at this like you're my co-host. I do, right? We are bouncing shit off each other. You're part of the conversation. You're very much part of the show. So, yeah, it just struck me how cool the dynamic is, right? You guys are my co-host. I love it. So, anyway, guys, hope your day's fantastic. We'll see you at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time right here on Insight. Holy shit. Wow, what a slip. We'll see you here on SlamX Official on YouTube. It's SlamXIO over on X. Guys, enjoy your day. We'll see you in a bit. Peace.